To graph each of these lines, we want to start by solving the equation for y. If we solve each equation for y, it will make the slope and the y-intercept stand out. This is a shortcut for graphing. After we have the slope and the y-intercept, we'll be ready to graph. Starting in that first example, let's solve for y. To get y by itself, I'm going to subtract 4x from both sides. Next, I'm going to get rid of multiply by 2 by dividing by 2. That 2 belongs to both pieces in the numerator. So I have negative 4x over 2. Negative 4x over 2, negative 4 divided by 2, is negative 2, so negative 2x. And then negative 6 over 2 is negative 3. So I have y equals negative 2x minus 3. The number in front of x is m, because we have y equals mx plus b, and the number there at the end is negative 3. To graph, the b represents where we're going to begin on the y-axis. So I'm plotting a point at negative 3. Next, I'm going to use the m to move. Putting the negative 2 over 1, I see that I need to begin there at negative 3 and rise negative 2, run 1. So down 2, over to the right 1. Rise negative 2, run 1. Connect the dots, and I've got my graph. To solve for y in the second example, I began by subtracting 6x from both sides. To finish getting y by itself, I need to get rid of the multiply by negative 2 by dividing by negative 2. But when I divide the right side by negative 2, it belongs to both terms there on the right. So negative 6x over negative 2, negative 6 over negative 2 is positive 3. So we have positive 3x. And then the negative 4 over negative 2, negative 4 divided by negative 2 is positive 2. So here we have y equals positive 3x plus 2. The number in front of x is m, the number at the end is b. So I'm ready to graph. Begin on the y-axis at 2, and then use the m to move. I'm putting the 3 over 1. So from 2 on the y-axis, I want to rise 3, run 1. Rise positive 3 is up 3. Run positive 1 is right 1. Connect the dots. Next example, let's solve for y again. So I need to move those x's to the other side. Getting rid of minus 2x, I'm adding 2x. That gives me negative 4y equals 2x minus 4. Getting rid of multiply by negative 4, I'm dividing both sides by negative 4. The negative 4 is on the left, cancel, and on the right, that negative 4 belongs to each term in the numerator. So 2x over negative 4. The fraction 2 over negative 4 simplifies to negative 1/2. So that gives me negative 1/2 x. On the right side of it, negative 4 over negative 4. Negative 4 over negative 4 is positive 1. My slope is now negative 1/2, and my y-intercept is 1. So I'm going to begin on the y-axis at positive 1. Next, I'll use my slope to move from that point. But when your slope is negative, keep in mind that that negative can go at the top, bottom, or out to the side. If I put that in the top, then beginning at 1, I'll rise negative 1, down 1, run positive 2, right 2. If I decided to move the negative to the denominator, I would still begin at 1, but rise 1, up 1, run -2, left 2. You can see either way I go, I'm going to still have the same line when I connect the dots.